Access to maintain a playlist.
How to make a playlist, I don't know, because my staff also doesn't know.
Okay, let me just check the link it's going in. Okay, let's start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Cheva Narottamam Devim Sarasatim Vyasam Tato Jyaudirayet. Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Nashtaki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 4th canto, chapter 30, verse number 41. Okay, whoever wants to read the verse, you could please raise your hands. Let's go ahead. Am I audible? Anjali
Yes.
Mataji, go ahead.
Hello, Mataji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Manu Swayambhu Bhagavan Bhavascha Yene Tapajnana Vishuddha Sattvaha Adrishtapara Apiyan Mahinmaha Suvantan Thotvam Samam Grunimaha. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Anjali Mataji.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Manu Swayambhu Bhagavan Bhavascha Ye.
Did you just read?
Yeah, I just read.
Okay, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, thank you. Madhubai Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Manuh Swayambhur Bhagavan Bhavascha. Ye Anye Tapo Jnana Vishuddha Sattvaha. Adrishtapara Apiyan Mahimnaha. Stuvanti Atho Tva Atma Samam Grunimaha. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Chitra Mohini Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Manu Swayambhur Bhagavan Bhavasya. Ye Anya Tapo Jnanam Vishuddha Sattva. Adrishtapara Apiyan Mahimna. Suvant Atyotat Atma. Suvant Atyot Atma Samam Grunimaha. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prafulla Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Manu Swayambhur Bhagavan Bhavascha. Yenme Tapur Jnana Visuddha Sattva. Adrishtapara Apiyan Tyatma Samaha Grunimaha. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Dr. Avasti Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Manu Swayambhur Bhagavan Bhavascha Yenye Tapo Gyan Vishuddha Sattvaha Adrishtapara Apiyan Mahimnaha Sthuvantyatho Tvatma Samam Grunimaha. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Surya Prakash Rao Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mata Dhanvat Pranams. Manu Swayambhur Bhagavan Bhavaccha Ye Tapo Jnana Visuddha Sattvaha Adrishtapara Apiyan Mahimannoho Stuvan Adho Tva Atma Samam Grunimaha. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Madhu Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Manu Swayambhur Bhagwan Bhavascha Ye Anye Tapo Jnana Vishuddha Sattva Adrishtapara Apiyan Mahimnaha Istuvantyatho Tvatma Samam Grinimaha. Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Manu, Swayambhu Manu, Swayambhu, Lord Brahma, Bhagavan, the most powerful, Bhavaha, Lord Shiva, Cha, also, Ye, who, Anye, others. Tapaha, by austerity. Jnana, by knowledge. Vishuddha, pure. Satvaha, whose existence. Adrishtaparaha, who cannot see the end. Api, although. Yat, your. Mahimnaha, of glories. Stuvanti, they offer prayers. Atho, therefore. Twa, unto you. Atma samam, according to capacity. Grini maha, we offered prayers. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada Ki Jai. Dear Lord, even great yogis and mystics who are very much advanced by virtue of austerities and knowledge and who have completely situated themselves in pure existence, as well as great personalities like Manu, Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, cannot fully understand your glories and potencies. Nonetheless, they have offered their prayers according to their own capacities. In the same way, we, although much lower than these personalities, also offer our prayers according to our own capability. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada Ki Jai. Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Manu, the father of mankind, great saintly persons and also great sages who have elevated themselves to the transcendental platform through austerities and penance, as well as devotional service, are imperfect in knowledge compared to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is the case with anyone within this material world. No one can be equal to the Supreme Lord in anything, certainly not in knowledge. Consequently, anyone's prayer to the Supreme Personality of Godhead is never complete. It is not possible to measure the complete glories of the Supreme Lord, who is unlimited. Even the Lord himself, in his incarnation as Ananta or Shesha, cannot describe his own glories. Although Ananta has many thousands of faces and has been glorifying the Lord for many, many years, he could not find the limit to the glories of the Lord. Thus, it is not possible to estimate the complete potencies and glories of the Supreme Lord. Nonetheless, everyone in devotional service can offer essential prayers to the Lord. Everyone is situated in a relative position, and no one is perfect in glorifying the Lord. Beginning with Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva down to ourselves. Everyone is a servant of the Supreme Lord. We are all situated in relative positions according to our karma. Yet every one of us can offer prayers with heart and soul as far as we can appreciate the Lord's glories. That is our perfection. Even when one is in the darkest region of existence, he is allowed to offer prayers to the Lord according to his own capacity. The Lord therefore says in Bhagavad Gita, 9th chapter, verse 32, Mam hi partha vipashritya yepi shriva papayonaha Sriyo Vaishya Satha Shudra Steyapi Yanti Param Gatin. O son of Pritha, those who take shelter in me, though they be of lower birth, women, Vaishya, merchants, as well as Shudras, workers, can approach the supreme destination. If one seriously accepts the lotus feet of the Lord, he is purified by the grace of the Lord and by the grace of the Lord's servant. This is confirmed by Sukdev Goswami. Ye apicha papa yad apashrayasya shuddhanti tasmai prabhivishvane namaha. Bhagavatam 2nd Canto 4th chapter verse 18. One who is brought under the lotus feet of the Lord by the endeavor of the Lord's servant, the spiritual master, is certainly immediately purified. However low born he may be, he becomes eligible to return home back to Godhead. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanjalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manovishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Hey Krishna Karna Sindhu Dinbandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kantha Radha Kantha Namastate Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishvanuste Devi Pranamami Hari Priyai. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Sadikar Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Dear Lord, even great yogis and mystics who are very much advanced by virtue of austerities and knowledge, and who have completely situated themselves in pure existence, as well as great personalities like Manu, Lord Brahma, and Lord Shiva, cannot fully understand your glories and potencies. Nonetheless, they have offered their prayers according to their own capacities. In the same way, we, although much lower than these personalities, also offer our prayers according to our own capability. So we are reading from 4th canto, Creation of the Fourth Order, Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 30, which is entitled as
Activities
what
of
is it?
Prachetas.
Activities of Prachetas.
You still remember, thank you. The activities of the Prachetas. And we are at the part of the chapter where Prachetas are asking for benedictions from Krishna. And did you make a list? I asked yesterday, what benedictions have they asked so far? Anyone ready? What benedictions have they asked? Or what? Tell me.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Krishna.
In the 32nd verse, they have asked, when we have approached your lotus feet and taken shelter, what further
Tell me
benediction
one-liner,
may
just
we ask?
one-liner. One-liner.
Yeah.
Yes.
What further benediction we can ask for? Then association of devotees. Then to be at the place where Harinam is chanted.
Okay, very nice then.
Then that's all. And then in the last verse, there was nothing more than your satisfaction.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes,
I want more participation, please, next time when we come. Please, thank you, Surika Mataji. I'm very grateful to you. So Shrabhavad was once told by his disciples that such and such devotee is very advanced. Sometimes we talk like that too, right? That such and such devotee is very advanced. Yeah, do you talk like this? Yeah, it's good to appreciate, but very advanced devotee, very this devotee, that devotee. Like Prabhupada, they were going on in front of Prabhupada. Do you know what Prabhupada said? The devotee is very advanced. Narad Muni is advanced. He said, Prabhupada basically like slash the ego out. What can you be advanced in? Always imperfect. Don't know what to say. Cannot appreciate Krishna fully. Not possible to appreciate Krishna fully. So what do you mean when you say you're advanced? Or what do you mean when we think we are advanced? So basically, Prabhupada said, Narad Muni is advanced. Anyone here claiming to be more advanced than Narad Muni? Yeah? Anybody in this classroom is claiming to be more advanced than Narad Muni?
No, Mataji.
Devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead is not happening, right? So that's one way of keeping oneself always under the lotus feet of Krishna. Prabhupada has used this word many times. If you actually read, under the lotus feet, even the last line is like that. One who is brought under the lotus feet of the Lord. Under. So you see, the key word is under the lotus feet of the Lord, which can mean that, okay, literally it can mean under the lotus feet, and it could also mean that he has been brought under the protection of Krishna. So that's the position of a devotee is. Where does Mother Lakshmi live? Which part of Krishna's body is she living in?
Feet.
At the lotus feet.
On his chest.
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 Yes. You see, but a devotee like us, where is our position?
Lotus feet.
Near the
Lotus feet.
Under the lotus feet. Of course, Krishna is absolute. What is that? Angani, yes, Sakalendriya, Vritti, Manti. He's one part of the body can do the function of the other part, but we have to know our position. It's good to know our position, where we actually belong in Krishna's service, so we don't mix up. Sometimes a servant of the house start thinking of itself as the owner, because the owner of the house is eating what the servant is cooking, is making a plan, sometimes the owner is dependent on the servant, like all people who are in high government officials, they're very much dependent on their PAs, personal assistants. Yeah, have you heard of it? Or did you have one in your life?
Yes.
Personal assistants or secretaries?
Yes, Mataji.
So what if the secretary or personal assistant starts behaving superior to the main person? So the boundary is always to be maintained. It's good to maintain the boundary because from that place we have to know our ability, offer our prayers according to our ability or our capability. Krishna is not possible to understand Krishna. Even the great devotees are still relishing. Even Krishna himself as Anantashesha is not able to describe his own glories. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came in the form of Radha and Krishna, so he can understand Radharani's love for Krishna, and he still couldn't figure out the whole thing. So it is very difficult for Krishna to describe Krishna himself. There is a pastime that Krishna was once thinking that what is it in me that everyone gets so attracted? Like, what is it in me? I was thinking, like, what is it? What is it? So in his palace, the pillars had transparent jewels. You know, if you look at the jewels, you can your own body, the face reflection is there. So when he was thinking and he was walking around, his vision fell onto one of the pillars, and he saw his reflection, and he was like attracted to his own reflection. Wow, this is amazing. Yeah, so that's why when we look at our, people, anyway, I don't want to get there. So Krishna, when he saw his own reflection, he was thinking, what is it in me? What is it in me? And then he sees his reflection and he gets attracted that, oh, this is amazing. So he gets attracted to his own self. So Krishna is like that. Krishna likes to hear about his own glories, and that's why we pray to Krishna and glorify Krishna. It's like small children, do you have that experience in your house? If there's a child and you tell them about their childhood activities, what they were doing when they were young, do they ask you, tell me more, tell me more? Do they ask you like that? My children ask me,
Yes,
tell
yes,
them
they
you were
do.
doing this.
Yes, yes, Mataji.
They do.
Tell me more, tell me more. Like Krishna also wants to know that what is his activities with his devotees. So he relishes. Where do we get it from? We get it from Krishna. Whatever desires, feelings, ambitions, aspirations, plans we have are actually coming from that source. But the problem is that we are mixing up, because we mix up that I'm the enjoyer here. And that confuses the whole deal of existence. But if you straighten that out, that Krishna is the only enjoyer, and I cannot describe Krishna completely, but I'm going to try with my heart and soul, right? Prabhupada wrote in the purport, glorify Krishna according to your own capability with your heart and soul. Then, you see, we can offer, yet every one of us can offer prayers with heart and soul as far as we can appreciate Lord's glories. It's not possible to know Krishna completely, but whatever you have realized, go in front of Krishna and open your heart and soul to Krishna to glorify him. And Krishna will hear it. Once we had a discussion that when we help others to come to Krishna consciousness, we also get a sense of happiness. This devotee has also come under the shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and Srila Prabhupada. So you feel happiness, right? Do you feel that? Like when if you bring someone to Krishna consciousness and they take it up, do you feel a sense of happiness? That thank you, Krishna, this person has taken up Krishna consciousness. So the discussion we had was, and it also, of course, we were also discussing in the mundane sense that what makes people happy or satisfied when they help others in need. So there was a discussion like, where is this coming from? So tell me, where is that happiness coming from? When we bring other devotees, other people to Krishna consciousness, or if we help others in need, then we also get a sense of happiness. Where is that happiness coming from? Is it coming from the mind? Is it coming from the soul? Is it coming from the sense gratification? Where is it coming from?
Coming from the soul.
Soul,
Soul
Mataji.
satisfaction.
How do you say that? How do you say that? You have to validate. How do you say that?
We feel satisfied.
From Krishna.
Exactly. You got to it early on. Hour-long discussion. Yes. So yes, because the super soul is satisfied. And then the super soul is satisfied, then we get that sense of happiness, and then we get more motivation, and we also get more sense of direction as to how to do it more and more and more. That's how, as long as we are not committing aparadh or offenses. or not feeding our ego. You know, if somebody is able to make devotees right and left, that's the equality. The potency is given by Krishna. But then that can also become detrimental to their own progress if they feed into their false ego with that particular quality that's been given. It's given. The ability to pray to Krishna is given to us. The ability to preach or read Krishna consciousness or put Krishna consciousness in our life is given to us. It's not like we are the cause of it. It's given. For example, if you give your house, you say when the guests come to your house and you give them all the comforts, and the guests start thinking that I am actually so good and that I am the cause of motivating these people to please me. Is that a right intention? Is it the right consciousness? Somebody comes to your house and you give them
No.
so you give it to them, right? Out of like your gratitude, your respect, your sense of welcome, culture, whatever it may be. So, but if a person starts thinking that I deserve this, then the whole thing is spoiled. So one has to be very, very careful and keep these things in check within oneself. That am I becoming proud? You know, am I feeding one of the enemies of my mind, even though externally I am trying to go to Krishna? So what's the setback? Okay, so and the emphasis is given much to the prayers, like offer prayers to Krishna, because that's the way we communicate with Krishna. Chanting Hare Krishna is a way to offer prayer to Krishna. When we are chanting Hare Krishna, do it with the heart, do it with attention. My Guru Maharaj was telling yesterday morning, or yesterday for all of you or in India, that Hare Krishna Mahamantra has guide to unlock all secrets of material and spiritual existence. You know, it can guide us how to unlock the all secrets of material and spiritual existence. The Hare Krishna Mahamantra. If we chant with faith, that's the whole deal given to us. That how to decode our existence at all levels. But because we're not chanting with faith, because we are like trying to finish our rounds or trying to get through the day, then the dialogue is not very complete. Because Hare Krishna Mahamantra is, what does Hare Krishna Mahamantra mean? What does it mean? Bhai, what does it mean? Hare Krishna Mahamantra.
Ola,
Hare-
Rani, please
Lord.
place me in the service of Krishna.
Energy of the Lord.
Prafulla Mataji, go ahead.
Oh, energy of the
It
Lord.
says,
Engage
Mataji,
me.
that
Oh,
we are
energy
in
of the Lord.
material existence,
Please
kindly
engage
save
me
us.
in the service of the Lord.
Very nice. Thank you very much. She said, oh Krishna, oh energy of Krishna, please engage me in your service. Yes. We had one devotee, he passed away in Gita Nagari. He was there for forever. Bali Maharaj Prabhu. So sometimes, you know, I would say that, Bali like, I'm tired, I'm not able to finish my round today. He was elderly. So I was like, go to him and throw some tantrums, and he would say, and I have this service to do, I have that service to do, I have rounds to do. And then one time he said to me, you're chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra and you're praying that, oh Krishna, oh energy of Krishna, kindly engage me in your service. And you're getting service. So what are you actually cribbing about? Because you are asking and Krishna is giving. So what is it that you're actually cribbing about? And you can't say that you don't have service. Actually, if you chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, you get so much service that you actually can't lift your head up for days together. There's so much service in Srila Prabhupada's movement, so much service. But if somebody is not getting the service, somebody is not getting absorption in the service, then the problem is not that there is no service, the problem is in the chanting. Okay, so chanting is the most auspicious and most direct way of praying to Krishna. And of course, one must write one's realizations. Prabhupada wanted everyone to write. Prabhupada, I was listening to Prabhupada's lecture, not today's lecture, yesterday's lecture, prayers of Queen Kunti. And Prabhupada was saying that how his Guru Maharaj, Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada, would choose an article to be published in his magazine. Said, because Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada is a scholar, you know, if he has to choose an article on the base of scholarship, everyone will be slashed. What scholarship can you, how can we be more scholarly than Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada, who mastered Sanskrit at the age of 7? Anybody here mastered Sanskrit at the age of 7? Graduated college by the age of 9? Yeah, anybody here?
No, Mataji.
So basically, Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada, so Prabhupada was saying that if somebody would read article to Guru Maharaj, like his Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj would hear that how many times the word Krishna and Chaitanya are written in the article, and if it is written multiple times, and he says, all right, very nice, publish it. So that was his criteria to publish. You see how much the acharyas bend down is to bring us to Krishna, how much effort they put in, how much they compromise. We think we are compromising. Yeah, do you get this feeling in life that you're compromising so much in your life? Compromising your at your work, compromising at home, compromising in your country, your neighborhood, your relations. Do you get that feeling? Compromise,
Yes.
compromise, compromise.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
And so, but now begin to see that how much are these acharyas compromising for us? No, how much? Prabhupada wrote all this and gave it to us. Only first canto was written, translated when Prabhupada came to America. The rest was between 1966 to 1977, right? 10 years he translated everything until 9th canto Srimad Bhagavatam, and of course Krishna book and Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, and 70, like total 70 some literature books he translated. How much Prabhupada gave in 10 years? And how many years have we been chanting Hare Krishna, and have we read everything? So imagine that how much he's compromised. So what he's saying is, basically what I'm saying is, never let the day pass and you have not prayed. Don't do that. Prayer is, what is it called as? Shakti Shakti Mataji says, it's a safe, non-judgmental area between soul and super soul. It's a very safe and non-judgmental area. Or it's between soul and super soul. What we cannot tell anyone, we can tell Krishna. And we can appreciate Krishna. We can be very grateful to Krishna. If there are some reverses, I'm not saying we have to bypass our human existence and directly go and become fanatic about the spiritual existence. No. Amalgamate. Try to integrate both the values. Krishna himself says that there are two types of dharma. Bhagavad Gita, he says, right? Dharma over there is translated as a duty. What are the two types of dharma he talks about in Bhagavad Gita? He's not saying bypass your human existence. Swadharma and
Parodharma.
Swadharma. Prabhupada uses the word Swadharma and Sanatan Dharma. What does it mean? What does Swadharma mean?
As per your guna and karma. Guna karma shaha.
Okay, that's like in our physical existence.
Varna.
Yeah, that's fine. Varna or ashram, guna or karma, that's fine. I understood. And what does Sanatan Dharma mean? Constitutional position. And part and parcel of Krishna.
As a servant of Lord.
Yeah. So Sanatan Dharma is constitutional position, and Swadharma is the existence that we are in right now. Okay, so Krishna is not telling Arjun to bypass his Varna and Ashram and go directly to Swadharma. He's teaching how to integrate the two. He's teaching. Right? Isn't he teaching in Bhagavad Gita to Arjun how to integrate the two? And then through Arjun, he's teaching each one of us. So it is possible. If you don't know how it is possible, then start with a prayer. Krishna, I don't know, but I want to do it. Start with a prayer. If I think I'm the lowest, still it is possible. Go and pray to Krishna. I'm the lowest. I still want to pray to you. See, and Krishna is guaranteeing. It's not that it's a fanaticism or sentimentalism. He's giving a guarantee in Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam and everywhere else. And he's giving pastimes where the lowest has become the highest. Right? It doesn't matter what past background you're coming from or one is coming from. If one comes under the lotus feet of Krishna by the endeavor of a spiritual master, by the mercy of other devotees, then it's fine. Krishna will accept because the recommendation is very strong. You see, the recommendation is very strong. So understand that one has to always, what is an advanced devotee? I started the class with the question. Prabhupada said, Narad Muni is advanced devotee. Who else is advanced? So understand that the minute the mind tells that, oh, you're so advanced, understand that you have gone down again. Time to come up now. Fallen again. You're not advanced. Understand that it is not possible to understand Krishna fully, and it is not possible to be more than Krishna in knowledge of Krishna. So what can we do? Understand one's own capability and offer prayers to Krishna wherever one is standing in one's life. Remember, we cannot compare the two devotees. Cannot compare. We can understand whose level is what, but cannot compare. I think I gave this example of one boy who was not good in studies and had final exams, and he was thinking, how will I pass the exam? Did I tell the story? How will I pass the exam? Did I tell the story?
No, Mataji.
No.
Mataji.
No,
Okay,
Mataji.
so there was one boy who was not good in studies. So I'm just saying, don't compare your prayers with prayers of Bhaktivinoda Thakur or Narottam Das Thakur, right? Or Rupa Goswami. So the example is that there was one boy, he was not good in studies, and the exam date came, and he's not prepared. So he's praying to Krishna, save me, save me. So when he goes inside the examination hall, he sees that he's seated beside the most intelligent person of the class, most intelligent student. So he's like, thank God, this is Krishna's arrangement. All I have to do is copy this student's answers, and I'm all set. At least I'll pass. Thank God, this is Krishna's arrangement that I've been given this kind of a place. So he's happy. He's copying the answers. He's doing. And then he comes out of the examination hall feeling very happy that Krishna helped me. And then when they were discussing the question papers and answers after the examination, he understood that the answers that he copied, him and the other boy that he was copying from had different question paper. So even though he copied from the most intelligent student of the class, but both of them had different question paper. So what I'm trying to emphasize is that you cannot compare two devotees and say this is advanced, that's not advanced, and dwell on it, because everyone is relatively situated, right? Everyone is relatively situated. Nobody's position in this material world is equal, not even in a family. Everyone is situated in a relative position. No one is perfect in glorifying the Lord, because it's a relative world. Yes, there may be more points matching, so people become family members, but still there is a lot of difference in everyone. So it is very important to be connected to oneself, because it's ultimately the journey of oneself and relationship of oneself with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And by virtue of that, you of course give it to others. Go on passing. Like yesterday I was saying, passing a hot potato. You get this knowledge, go on passing. Like if you have hot potato in your hand, you go on passing like that. Okay. So there is no point in discussing and comparing and looking at someone else who is a small devotee. Krishna doesn't like it. The mind may like it, your mind, my mind may like it, but Krishna doesn't like it. So we are trying to go to Krishna. and not to our mind. So why to hear the mind? So have respect. Understand if somebody is a Kanishta Adhikari, that's fine. Just pay respect mentally and move on. Don't dwell on it. Then we go back. Okay. Don't try to have a tendency of finding fault. I'm not saying that we are never going to have misunderstandings or disagreements. I'm not saying that. That's different. I'm more towards fault finding and trying to block someone's progress in Krishna consciousness. It's not going to be fruitful in one's own individual journey to Krishna. Okay, understand that I am capable of offering prayers to Krishna with my heart and soul from wherever I'm standing, and understand Krishna will accept it because he has given his word in various scriptures, and Prabhupada is given two examples in Bhagavad Gita and also in Srimad Bhagavatam. Doesn't matter whether what position I'm situated in, I can still go to Krishna because it's not dependent. So be very confident. This is the only place where one can be very, very confident of their march towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And he's also, standing with open arms. You see, Jagannath, his hands are spread out. Come on, right? He's saying like, come on, come to me. So always go to Krishna because it will never be wrong. This is one thing which will never be wrong. We make so many mistakes in our lives. We make so many decisions which don't work out. But this one decision of going to Krishna under any circumstance will always be right, no matter where we are situated. But that takes faith, and the faith is built with association and service. If we are not have association and service, but whatever I'm saying will remain theoretical. It will not be practical. That is why one has to get up and go to the devotees, get up and go to the temple and do services. Okay. Any questions, reflections, realizations, corrections? Am I audible?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Shivara Prabhuji.
Regarding this mantra, there is one sloka Mataji, whether this is relevant, from Mukundamala Kulashekar, Setruchedaika mantram, Sakalam Upanishad Vakya Sampujya mantram, Samsarottara mantram, Samupachita Masangasa Nirvana mantram, Sarvesvaryeka mantram, Vyasana Bhujaga Sandashta Santrana mantram, Jihve Sri Krishna mantram, Japa Japa Satatam, Janma Safalya mantram.
Tell the meaning.
Meaning, Mataji, in human beings' body, there are 6 things like they are enemies. Kama, Krodha, Moha, Lobha, Mada, Matsarya. That will be removed by this mantra. And also worldly life, also materialistic life, also it will be making it properly. And this will keep everybody fulfilled, and everybody becomes blissful with that, satisfied. And all the what do you call fortune and favors will be coming with that. Then all the vices, people are bitten by all the vices of the snakes, like maybe the Triguna and all that. Then it will save from that. So my tongue, please chant Sri Krishna's mantra continuously. Then your life will be fulfilled. This is something like that.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing this. Thank you, Shubhara Prabhuji.
Kulashekara Mataji. Kulashekara, he was praying like this.
One Alvar, right? From Sri Sampradaya. Thank you.
And Mukundamala.
Thank you.
Mukundamala. Thank you, Mataji.
Any other question, reflection, realizations, corrections?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
I have posted your link for today. And if you want me to do that, I will be able to do that all the time.
If somebody can teach me how to figure it out, I can do that too. But thank you. I'm grateful. Thank you.
And all it really needs, Mataji, is you remember how you have saved the file. And then go to the YouTube and type that file, you will get the recording. And then share, there is a button known as share. Share it to the WhatsApp or go to the group that will come.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course, you know, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
No, I didn't know I know the share part. I didn't know the steps before. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes,
Mataji, again a small question. Sorry to go back. You told two types of dharma, Swadharma and Sanatan Dharma. So Swadharma is again what Swadharma is
Swadharma is what? There's 9:30, no? Is it 9:30 or 9:31? What chapter? Bhagavad Gita. Prabhupada explains in the purport. Let's go. I don't remember, it was 9:30. Here, Mataji. When a living entity is conditioned, he has two kinds of activities. One is conditional, other is constitutional. As for protecting the body or abiding by the rules of the society and state, suddenly there are different activities even for devotees in condition with the conditional life, and such activities are called conditional. Besides these, the living entity who is fully conscious of his spiritual nature and is engaged in Krishna consciousness or devotional service of the Lord has activities which are called transcendental. Such activities are performed in his constitutional position, and they are technically called as devotional service. There are two, Swadharma and Sanatan Dharma. Swadharma is this, leading to law-abiding society, state, body. And constitutional or Sanatan means which is constitutional or transcendental. Okay?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Mataji.
That's one reference, and I think the other reference is 2.47, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure about that though. I think it's 2.47.
Thank you, Mataji.